Hello, this is Nikki in Niagara coming to you from Niagara Falls, Canada. And today is my final day of August related things. Today I'm going to show you the books and supplies that I bought and or received in the mail this month, for the month of August. I do have a couple of other previous hauls that I have shown you. There's the Dover book haul that I did, and there is the book outlet haul that I did. Those are both already up on my channel, and this is everything else that trickled in over the month. So we will start with our first box. Put it over here. One thing I have found is that Amazon uses the biggest boxes for an inappropriately small what's inside. So that was a pretty big box we just looked at. But it only had 2 books in it. And the first one is Flora by Maria Trolle. Now, I have all her books except for this one, so it was a no-brainer that I was going to get this one, just like every other color tuber on the tube. So I will not be doing a flip through of this one. I don't think, unless I do it for my own reference. That's one thing I'm doing is there are so many flips of that on. I probably will not flip through it. Though most of these books I am going to do give them their own flips so that you can see the insides of them. If there is any book that I show you today that you would like a flip of, then please let me know in the comments down below, and I will move that book to the top of my pile of books to flip. Otherwise, it could take a while before I get to it. So, the next book is an oldie, but it's one I didn't have. It's The Enchanted Forest by Johanna Basford. So, we all know what this is like. And this is the, this is strange because I was told that if they have black spines, then they are British editions, and if they have white spines, they are American editions. This one has a gold spine. What the heck does that mean? Because I have one British edition, and the rest of them are, well, this is a British edition. So there we go. So now I have that. I don't know how this piling is going to work here. Okay, now we come up to another box. And I just love Edwina McNee's drawings. Every time somebody shows us something out of one of their books, her books, I start drooling. So this month I picked up a couple. And of course, I wanted to get the upcoming month, Autumn Dreamlings. And this is absolutely adorable. And I'm also thrilled that even though she does duplicate copies, one is white backed and one is black backed. So if we take a look at that, we can see. So for this Halloween one, it isn't really that much of a big deal because I would put a black background on most of these myself. So there's that picture. I've got hairs all over this, a stupid cat. And, oh, do they even go in the same order? Oh, okay, doesn't look like they go in the same order. But yes, So I'm very happy with that one. And then if you watched my book outlet haul, you will see that I gave in to the Million Animals by Lulu Mayo, and I finished it off here with the other ones. I got A Million Bears, A Million Unicorns, and A Million Sloths. So now I should have them all. Let me check and see. Oh, it doesn't even list to the other books in the series. Can you believe that? Million Sloths. Huh. Well, let's look in the newest one. Unicorns. Wow. You don't see that too often. Usually they are promoting their books. Huh. Okay, so now I have, okay, and in the order that they were published, I have cats, dogs, owls, bears, sloths, and unicorns. And word is that the next book up will be mermaids. But I'm wondering what kind of mermaids are they going to be. So yeah, very happy to have those. I just adore that set. It is beautiful. And then I got my last Johanna Bastards. Now I finally have them all. And this is a white spine, so it should be the American edition. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, and they just have fold-out flaps too. They don't have the dust jacket. So I was really looking forward to getting this one because the pictures in it are so beautiful. I think it's like one of her best. I can't see me picking up her new book though, because I've seen the preview of it and it's mostly just drawing, and I have no desire to follow step-by-step instructions on how to draw something. I have a shelf full of books like that anyways, and I don't use them. And picked up another one of these cubes to store my pens and pencils. Well, not pencils, but my pens and markers. And every month when I buy something from Amazon, I always try to pick up storage. And speaking of storage, I did a lot of it actually. First of all, I got myself another set of Crayola Super Tips because I was starting to run out of colors, so I needed a backup. I've already taken some out of there. And then we go to storage ideas here. So I got myself a 72, and in the 72 I put my 72 Inktense pencils. So now maybe I will use them, because I found that when I bought my color softs, I bought a case to put them in, and they're the only pencils I use at the moment because they're in a case, and it really makes it easier to get out your pencils and to use them when they're in one of these flip cases. Whoops. So then the next thing I got, and I think I'm doing this in the right order, was my 160 case. Like this. And yeah, and these are my Brute Fooners, which are supposed to be the same as the Guang Hui. So those are in there. And I've swatched these. And then I got a 120 case And in this, I put, wrong way around. In this, I put my 90 Erogitins. Now, since you can't get 90 cases, I decided to go with the 120, so that at the back, I could put my set of 24 Kohinoor polys. And I love these. So what else have I got here? Oh, I've got 4 Bruinzeel from Holland, expression color. Don't know what those are like. What does anybody think of those? I must have got those in a subscription box one time and forgot I had them. So yeah, they fit in here. So now all my pencils are in things now, except for my watercolors. And speaking of watercolors, I came into some unexpected tax money, and I treated myself to something very, very nice. I got the Castel Albrecht Durer watercolor pencils. And I went with the 60 set because there's only one size up from 60, and that's the full set at 120. And that is, in my opinion, that is a really big jump, and they really should give us more choice. But these are extremely expensive here in Canada, and there was no way I was going to pay that kind of money for the 120s. So I went with the 60s, but then I was humming and hawing about it because I was thinking, are 60 actually enough to have? I'll try to get it up there for you so you can actually see what the writing on one looks like. And then I thought, well, 72 comes in a normal set, so that's not a heck of a lot more than 60. And I thought, you know what, if I really, really like these, instead of forking out whatever outrageous amount it is for the 120, something like 300 Canadian dollars or so, I could just start buying pencils one by one if I felt I didn't have enough of a certain color. And yeah, so that's the way I'm going to do it, because I'll be taking these out of here and putting them in a case. I've ordered a case for them, and I just have to wait for them to come in. Okay, so the next thing I always show you guys is my palette full packs, but there's nothing to show you this month because it was a dud. Now, this is for artists of any kind, and every month they specialize either on a specific type of art or on a specific type of medium, and they include sketchers in their artists, different artists that they appeal to, and rightly so. But about twice a month we get a box which is targeted at those sketchers. So what we got was a whole bunch of sketching material, and there are a ton of pencils in here, a ton. So they'll just be thrown into the drawer where I have a zillion other drawing pencils. But it did get some stuff I'll be keeping, like not keeping, I'm keeping all of it, but some stuff that I'm going to put into my coloring supplies and I'll use. Got a couple of blenders, got a bunch of erasers, 2 white, 1 black, and a kneadable. One of these pencils here is water-soluble graphite, and a couple of them are charcoal, so I'll keep those out too. And then the paper that we got this month was really nice. It's quite thick. It is, oh no, it's not that thick. It just almost feels it. But it is from the B Company, and it is stipple texture. So it's quite interesting. You wouldn't want to use pencils on it because it really has some tooth on it, but it should be interesting for markers. So, yeah, stipple texture, and it is 132 grams. Of course, now I can't get everything back. And I'm not going to get it close. Okay, so there we go. So let's hope that September's will be very brightful. Okay, then the next thing I have here is I finally got myself one of Angela Porter's Entangled books, and I got her newest one, Entangled Forest, and she is coming out with a Christmas one, Entangled Christmas, so I have definitely got that on my watch list so that I will be getting it when it comes out. And I managed to find on the American site a Mystery Mosaics book that they actually shipped to Canada. So yay, I got myself one of these. It's book 10. And oh yeah, they don't have themes, do they? So it's book 10, and I absolutely cannot wait to do one of those because it's really hard to find. Some of them are priced at like $50 on the Canadian site, and then on the American site they have lots of them and they're priced decently, and then they say seller does not ship to Canada. So, you know, poop on you Canadians. That's how it makes you feel. Oh, you know what? I forgot to include this in my finished pages. Well, this is a new color by number book that I found, which is really, really awesome because it's all circles like this, and it's done on glossy paper. Like, I don't know if you can see the gloss. Yeah, you can. Look at that. It's glossy paper, and your alcohol markers just glide over this stuff. So I did two, and I forgot to show these in my end of the month pages, so I think I'll keep this out and show them. I'm showing them to you now, but I will show them again in for September finishes. So yeah, I'll keep that out there. And then I was talking to, I believe her name is, oh, I'm sorry, it's just slipped my mind. I'm pretty sure Casey. And she is Casey in Niagara Falls, New York. So anyway, she and I got to having a good discussion in my comments section there. And I was talking about how much I loved that glossy paper. And she said some of the grayscale artists use it too. So I went and had a look, and I decided to pick up Spellbinding Images, a grayscale fantasy coloring book, beginner's edition, volume 1 by Nikki Burnett. And I absolutely love the pictures. They are like, it's like glossy paper. And these, I've always been terrified of this kind of grayscale, but just looking at it up close like this, I know it's not going to be that hard because there's outlines on stuff on here. What I don't like is the grayscale that doesn't have any outlines. That scares me. But these are gorgeous. I love these pictures. So yeah, they're very witchy, I guess, is what you would say. But you know, there's everything, fairies and all sorts of things. So on the back it gives you a picture of them all. There's 20 in here, and at the beginning of the book there's a whole section on how to do grayscale, and then there's every picture has been done in full color, and then there's 2 spaces for you to do some practicing. And like it's really worth it, you know, for this stuff that you get in here, the information. Then I got myself another Coloriage Mystère. I got two of them. One was $1 something and one was $3 and something. So of course I had to pick them up. These are messages ones. They have a secret message in the picture. I've seen a few of these done by the French. Oh, I'm gonna just have to pop over here for a second to get my pop because I am really thirsty. My throat's getting sore from all the talking. So, cheers to everyone. It's pop, not beer. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, I've seen some of these done, and the patterns are really pretty. And on some of them I was going to try and give myself an extra challenge and try and do them by leaving off the message. To see if I could do that. Shouldn't be too hard on some of them. So yeah, there's 50 in this one. I'm not going to show them all to you. So this is the small format. They're single-sided, so you can use alcohol markers on them. The big format ones are double-paged. Then, as I said, I got Edwina McNamee, and this is the one I got, Dreamlings. And Amazon Canada has Dreamlings 2 and Dreamlings 3, but it doesn't even have Dreamlings #1 on the site listed at all in the catalog, which had me bewildered. So I ended up ordering it from the States. And as I said, she's got black outlines at the back and white outlines at the front. And with these kind of books, I can actually see myself coloring both sets of pages. And then this next one I just absolutely had to get, because I do not have any book by Kelly Horton. They have never appealed to me, but when I saw the picture for this somewhere, I don't know where I saw it, it may have been an ad on Instagram. I don't know where it was. I saw an ad for it anyways, and this was the picture in the ad, and look at that. It's a chibi. It's a chibi girl, and it's actually a chibi. Well, she's actually made her bodies a little bit smaller than the regulations for a chibi are, but that just like totally excited me that they were real chibis, and it's a whole book full of them. Well, where are we? Okay, so you get a whole book of them. They're absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to color in this book. There are, how many are there? Usually there's 25. Well, in most books there's 25 pictures. It doesn't seem to say. Oh, 30. Here we are. 30 pictures to color, and then there's a whole special section at the back. Oh, okay, so she gives you the name of every character, so you can color them in there and you know what their names are. And then she's given you the measurements of her littlest darlings. It says the head is 1.5 times the body. I am almost 100% sure that in Japanese manga, a chibi is the head and the body are of equal size. Don't quote me on that, but I think that she's just made her head a little bit bigger, because that's what she's known for, eh? So she gives you the dimensions on how they're drawn, and then she gives you some templates to draw them yourself. And once you've got the hang of that, you can go do it yourself. And then she does it sitting down. You could trace the body onto a piece of paper. draw your own head with a compass using the height of the body as a radius, and just add half of that again, and you'll be able to draw a head the right size. Then she tells you how to draw eyes in different directions, and then she's got some skin tone practice sheets, she's got color swatches, and then she says she's coming out with the Littlest Darlings, the Little Darlings. Aren't all her books called The Little Darlings? And Christmas Darlings. And then there are bonus pages back here. Some are from Little Darlings, Storybook Darlings. Yeah, that's it. Tells you on the bottom of the page what they're from. A lot of bang for your buck in there. She actually may have me looking at her books again. I'm pretty sure she has an Oz, the Little Darlings Go to Oz, or In Oz, or something like that. And I collect Wizard of Oz coloring books, so I would be interested in that. So I picked up this one too. It wasn't very much. I got these all on the Canada set. So this is another one of the 50 smaller size coloriage. And then this is the one that I got for $3 on the Canada site. It's Baby Animals, and it's the small size. And then off of the American site, I got that that Mindware book I told you about. Well, also managed to find an American seller who was selling color counts. So I get to try this one out too. And I've always wanted to try these because they look like a lot of fun. So, animals, yes, color counts, color by numbers. And then I went to the bookstore looking to see what they had out for Coloring Heavens, and it's Bohemian Beauties for us, which should be switching out pretty soon. We're about 2 months behind the British newsstand. Sorry, I had to take another drink. Oh, I feel like I'm losing my voice here. So this is issue 50, so that's kind of cool. When I first saw this, it did not appeal to me at all. I thought they were the ugliest things I ever saw. Truth. That's just the truth. But then I started seeing some people color them, and I liked it. And I started imagining all sorts of things that I could do with them. And now when I look at them, I see the space. I see what can be colored. I guess I'm looking at the picture. There's a couple which kind of feel like fillers, like this. But it appeals to me now. I don't know. Sometimes you just have to let things lie for a little bit. But what I was looking for when I went to the bookstore was the Rabbits edition. I wanted this so much the first time I saw it flipped. And I may be wrong, but I think it was Kate. I don't know what her whole YouTube name is, but everybody knows Kate. And so anyways, this has Benny Bunny pictures in it. And then it has Charles Santor's Peter Rabbit pictures. Are you with me here? And then the last one is Dee Linehan. It has her pictures. I don't know who she is. These are hers. Kind of whimsical type ones. But at the beginning, we have Benny Bunny, Benny Bunny. And at the back, we have, who's that? Oh, here we go. These are Charles Santori's Peter Rabbit pictures. Can you believe that? So yes, this is the one that I wanted really badly. Okay, then on Amazon.com, I picked up a few new books because they take about, 3 weeks to 2 months to appear on Amazon Canada, and I can't wait. And some of them actually don't even turn up on Amazon Canada, so there you have it. So I got intricate mandalas. I love this. I've seen people working in this and I can't wait to work in it myself. I love mandalas and I love Jade Summer. There, I've said it. I do. And then these two books aren't new, but they're not on the Canada website. And I just had to have them because they're 4 books in one. Come on, folks, 4 books in one. And they're books that they sell, you know. So here we have Mermaids. It's one of their first mermaid books, I believe. Let me see. Where the heck is it? Okay, it starts off with mermaids. Why am I not looking at the first page? Oh no, it's the newest Mermaids book. This is the one that they did in grayscale, right? Yeah, so it's got the Mermaids book, and then I believe that is just called Fairies. Does it tell you? Oh yeah, here we go. Well, there goes my voice again. Oh dear, I just can't keep it. This has never happened to me on camera before. Okay, then it has the book that's just called Fairies, not Cute Fairies, just Fairies. That's this one. Then it has Vampires #1, which I've seen tons of people coloring out of. And then it has Dragons, which I've seen tons of people coloring in too. So here are 3 really popular books, plus I'm sure their Fairies does well. And I got them all in one book. They should do that with more of their stuff. Some of the old stuff. And then this one has 4 in 1. This is the Fantasy Collection Volume 2. Now I am going to have a duplicate here because this has Cute Fairies. And we had better be coming to... Did I not? Oh, I think it's in my basket right now. The grayscale. Oh, I mean, I think I bought it already. So it has Cute Fairies, which I'll be getting the grayscale of. And this one is just plain old unicorns. Yeah, unicorn. Probably their first one. Then this is another one called Mermaid, but it's different. I think the other one is called Mermaids with an S on the end. Yes. So this one is just Mermaid with no S. And then this is Cute Witches, and I've seen people coloring in this one. I've seen people coloring in both of these. This obviously, because they've got a new edition of it out. But I mean, they're reselling books. They're reselling books in so many different versions. Like, look, if you want Vampire 1, you can buy the original Vampire 1 book that they made. Or you can buy the Vampire 1 grayscale, which they've made. Or you can buy this collection of 4, which includes Vampires #1. Or you can buy the new release a month or so ago of Vampires 1 and 2 collected in the same book. So I don't get that really. What I would like them to do is to come out with a book that had, say, Edgar Allan Poe, Grimm fairy tales, everyday horror maybe, or Little Red Riding Hood. That would be good. And I got Camelia Angelikova's newest mandala book, Spirals. When this first came out, I saw a lot of people coloring in it, but not recently. And then I got this book because I had never even heard of this one until I saw it through Tracy's coloring page. And as soon as I saw it, I went, what? Haunted House? And this is an amazing book. Like if you like creepy stuff, like here's a wolf in a forest with all sorts of vines all over the place, and he happens to have an arm in his hand, in his mouth, sorry. You know, skeletons. We have like a lady with her lips sewn shut, skull, a mandala. Yeah, this is cool. And in the same vein, I got Chibi Girls Horror. I think they should change the title to this to Chibi Girls 3 Horror. Because they were talking about a Chibi Girls 3 on the Jade Summer site today. And I'm like, there already is a 3. It's called Horror. So I can't wait to get my hands on this. It's not very horror. It's just like gothic. I don't know if it sells well or not, but if they changed the name to goth, they would, that would definitely increase. Well, I guess it's not goth either. It's old-fashioned goth, what it used to mean. Haunted castles and all that kind of stuff. And then my voice is going away again. This is not a Jade Summer book. It's called Chibi Girls Halloween Fantasy. And my sister has this book. She did it in a haul, and as soon as I saw it, it was like straight over to my cart. This is an awesome book. The chibis are not real chibis, but the art is excellent, and I love black lines. When you're a major alcohol marker user, you like the black lines. These are really cool pictures. See, in some of them the heads are bigger than in others. So they're definitely big heads. So yeah, this has double pages, and there's a free PDF code at the back as well. And it doesn't tell you how many pages there are. Oh, wait, here. No, doesn't tell you how many pages there are, or even that there are doubles. So, okay, wait, is that the same as the front one? No, I don't know. Maybe there's not doubles. Well, we'll find out. It's from Plant Publishing. And if you're getting tired, don't go get another cup of tea or anything, because we're at the end. I got 2 left. So I picked up another one of the Color by Number books. And this time I made sure I got the British edition, because the British edition ones are published by Arcturus, and the American editions are published by, what's that? Chartwell Books are the American editions, and Arcturus are the British editions. I thought the paper was quite, well, really thin in the two that I had. So I made sure the next one that I bought was the British edition to see if they were skimping on the paper. And no, they're not. It may be a couple of ounces, is that what they say? Or milligrams, you know, but there's nothing, hardly any distinguishing from them. So it doesn't matter which edition you got. And then I found this book, and I thought, oh my goodness, is there a Colortronics 3? Look at this. Color Quest. Color by Numbers. Extreme Puzzle Challenges for Clever Kids. And guess who it's by? Lauren Farnsworth. Yes, the Lawrence Farnsworth. And look at these. They're just like Color Quests, except, and they're perforated. The chart is on this side, and this is what makes it for kids. There's little things here about, you know, it tells you some information about the thing that it is, and then when you've guessed or when you're finished, you put in what I am, and you can time yourself to do them. So at the back there's pictures. Now the only difference between these and the Colortronics is that these aren't like groovy pop colors. They're naturalistic colors, but the backgrounds are pretty groovy. So, and there's no duplicate pictures, even though she's duplicated some of her animals. She has made them a little different. I can't think of the word. Pose. Oh my god. Poise. Different pose. Oh, I think I'm getting a little slap happy here. Okay, so this excites me. Okay, folks? I'm really excited about this. Color Quest number 3. That is what I'm going to call... No, sorry. Colortronics number 3. That's what I'm going to call it. So, what I want to say to you is if you stuck with me all this way to the end, then I thank you very much and appreciate you. You get a thumbs up from me. I give the thumbs up today to you for watching all this. I hope you found something interesting here. I hope that, you know, we say we don't want to be enablers, and I certainly don't want to make people go buy stuff that they don't have money for, but we all kind of like it if we're truthful. We all kind of like being enabled, because then we can blame it on somebody else if anybody tells us that we have too many coloring books. You can say it's so-and-so's fault, it's not mine. I was enabled. And that's my words of wisdom for today. So anyways, all silliness aside, thank you for watching, and if you haven't already subscribed, then please subscribe below. Sure appreciate thumbs up. And there won't be any links to the books in this video, but I am going to do flip throughs of each of the books, and there'll be links to them there. So if there's any one of these books in particular that you want to see a flip of, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will put it on the top of my pile, and you'll get your flip pretty much right away, or as quick as I can do it. So, in the meantime, until next time, bye-bye!